Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to have a look at the spark plug. The spark plug is a very crucial component of an internal combustion engine. The primary function of a spark plug is to deliver an electric spark to ignite the air-fuel mixture inside the cylinder. So at the end of the compression stroke, ignition system will provide a strong spark to the spark plug, and that will cause ignition of the air-fuel mixture. This controlled ignition causes the fuel to burn, generating the power necessary to drive the vehicle. Now let's look at some of the component parts of a spark plug. Right here we have multiple spark plugs with different sizes and shapes and different electrode types. Let's have a look at some of the main components of the spark plug. Well, let's begin from the shell. The outer metal casing, the outer metal casing of the spark plug is called the shell. It is typically threaded, as you can see, it is threaded to allow installation and removal from the engine cylinder head. So this metal part, we call it the shell. The other part, which is visible here, this shiny outer white part, is called the insulator. The insulator is basically a ceramic piece that separates the center electrode. This center electrode is separated from the shell by the help of the insulator. It is usually made up of ceramic. This provides electrical insulation. The shell, which begins right at the top of the spark plug and goes through until here, until the tip of the electrode. It is a continuous installation. It goes through the entire and prevents direct contact between the center electrode and the ground electrode. So it prevents electrical short circuit. It provides electrical insulation. The ceramic prevents high voltage current from escaping from the center electrode to the shell and then to the engine block. When spark plugs are installed on a cylinder head, usually this is connected to battery negative. This will be providing a spark from the ignition system. If there is a problem with the shell, electric spark will leak from the center electrode to the shell and then to the engine block. And then we have the center electrode. As you can see, it is threaded on some spark plugs. The center electrode it has something like this for accepting the high tension cable. The center electrode, it extends into the combustion chamber. For example, on this spark plug, the center electrode begins here. It passes through the entire, and finally it comes out this way. It extends to the entire size of the spark plug. So this is the center electrode. The center electrode extends into the combustion chamber and it is insulated from the shell by use of the ceramic insulator. It is usually made of a durable material like copper, platinum, and sometimes iridium is used for generating the center electrode. The tip of the center electrode is exposed inside the combustion chamber. Its shape and condition affects the performance of the spark plug. So this is called the center electrode. It is through which high tension travels from the high tension cable and a spark will be generated at the tip of the center electrode. And finally, we have the ground electrode right here. This is the ground electrode. It is an extension of the shell. As you can see, it is metal piece that is connected to the shell. It serves as a return for the electric. And the ground electrode is attached to the spark plug and shell, and it is positioned near the central electrode. It creates a gap. There is a gap between the center electrode and the ground electrode. There is a tiny gap. It generates gap with the central electrode, and this allows the spark to jump across and ignite the air-fuel mixture. So these are the major components of the spark plug. Now let's see how the spark plug performs its task. Let's see how it operates. When high voltage electricity from the ignition system is supplied to the spark plug, it creates an electric charge between the center electrode and the ground electrode. Electric charge will be introduced right here in this vicinity. As the electric charge increases, the electric charge that is supplied from the ignition coil will be increased in here. As the electric charge increases, it will eventually ionize the air in this area. In the vicinity of the spark plug, there is a compressed air-fuel mixture. So when the charge increases, the air-fuel mixture will become ionized. This ionization forms a conductive path for electric to flow, allowing the electric charge to bridge the gap between the center electrode and the ground electrode. So when the air fuel in this vicinity ionizes, it will allow passage for electric to flow between the center electrode and the ground electrode. So the electric charge that is jumping across the gap creates a spark, which ignites the compressed air-fuel mixture inside the combustion chamber. This ignition initiates a combustion process. It will initiate a highly exothermic chemical reaction. It will initiate the combustion inside the combustion chamber. And the expanding gases will now generate the power that is required to drive the vehicle. So this is how the spark plug performs. So high voltage will be supplied from the ignition system to the center electrode. It will travel through here. It will ionize the air-fuel mixture in the vicinity of the spark plug. And then when that ionization finally causes charge to flow from the center electrode to the ground electrode, that will cause a spark. Now, depending on the performance characteristics, there are different types of spark plugs. As you can see, there are different spark plugs with multiple ground electrodes. For example, this spark plug has 4 ground electrodes, one in the middle, the center electrode is there. It is surrounded by 4 ground electrodes. There are also other spark plugs with only 3 ground electrodes. For example, this one has 3 ground electrodes. We have 3 ground electrodes surrounding the center electrode. The most common one, however, is a spark plug with a single ground electrode and a single center electrode. Over time, spark plugs can be faulty. They can get contaminated or worn out due to constant exposure to high temperature and chemical reaction inside the engine. So it is very essential to regularly inspect and replace spark plugs according to the manufacturer's recommendation to ensure optimal engine performance. It is also worth noting that there are various types of spark plugs. There are spark plugs made up of copper. There are spark plugs made up of platinum. There are spark plugs made up of iridium. And there are also spark plugs made up of double platinum. These different types of variations in performance, durability, and longevity allow users to choose spark plugs according to the need of their engine. So you can select a spark plug that best suits your engine. Well, I hope this explanation helped you understand spark plugs better. If you have any more questions, feel free to post them in the comment section down here. And would like to hear what you think about the video. You can drop a comment in the comment section. If you like this video, please do smash the like button. If you are new here, do consider subscribing and turn on notification so that you will be notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.